Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon to today's live stream. We're here to chop it up, maybe learn a few things, make some money. Probably more importantly, I guess two things can be true. I guess 30,000 can be true at the same time, depending on what it is, huh? But we know two things can be true. So that's what we're here for. And today's title is How to Spot Land Deals Through Houses Listed with Realtors. All right, so your boy ain't the brightest bulb in the pack, but I'm in the pack, I think. And so sometimes I don't get stuff immediately. And then when it hit me, I'm like, oh man, especially like just simple stuff that I have to do, like just around the house or whatever. And I should have been doing that. That's why it just make my whole day, But same thing with business. It's like when I get stuff, I get it, just different ways to leverage information and free information. And so I'm always trying to share that with you guys to try to at least give you as many. I don't want you to be spread too thin, but everything ain't for everybody. So I try to give you as many options to get out here to create opportunities for you to do deals. You don't have to partner with us, but we want you to. We say send us some deals. We scream that out, but I don't feel like it today. I get that.
Send us some deals.
Send us some deals. So this is going to be another option on that, right? It's going to be a little trick, but I want to go ahead and do it in the front because a lot of times people don't make it that far. They don't find us that entertaining, so we're going to put it in the front or whatever today. So, all right. So on Saturday, on the Flipping Land 101 with Daniel from my Hive Mind, at the end, we were talking about how you find the house. And all of us, if we target enough houses, you've had houses where there was an extreme amount of land. And this is how ignorant, my level of ignorance, well, y'all just keep the land. We just want the house. I don't know how many times I've said that over the years. You know what I'm saying?
That too.
Hey, look here. Listen, this is what I would say. I would say, they think the land gonna be a part of what the house is. Whereas, hey, can we subdivide the land off and they keep the land? You know how many times I've probably said that to people over the years in negotiating? Well, you can't go beyond what you don't know. Boy, I've done that so many times. I failed you. You won't ever forgive me. Anyway, so today we're here to correct some of that. So at the end, it's Anthony. I said, dang, I think it was Anthony. So we were explaining the deal in the house. It was a house owner, and he was saying, well, you can get the house for free, and you make money off the house and still do what you're gonna do with the land and what. I said, wait a minute, I know we talked about it, but he started running through some numbers. I like, you got to come back. So you got to explain this on the 5th grade readability with me. So what he did, he drew it out on a map of the land, like 100 acres, the house. So the house, they wanted $1 million, 100 acres. And so the house was worth $250. So now the land is $750. And so he just broke it down from there. So we're gonna give them 10 acres with the house. So now we got 90 acres at $750,000. And then you just start to do your numbers from there. So it finally clicked for me. All right. So you'll have a lot of listings with agents where they have a listing and obviously sitting on, a decent parcel of land, and they're going to normally take more of the value of the overall property in the house versus the land. That presents opportunities, right? And so what I'm about to try to attempt to do is to explain this where you guys can understand it, right? So let's get into it.
Okay.
All right, we'll start there first. I explained it to a student this morning, so I hope she ain't confused it too bad, because I jump all over the doggone play. All right, so first, you don't have to have Zomps. It just makes it, in my opinion, easier to do searches on Zillow because it allows you to open up the entire map, right? So go to Zomp, ZOMPZ.com, select the blue button here, hit add to Chrome, add extension, and boom. All right, now you can go ahead and just close this window down if you want to and go to Zillow. Go to Zillow, gotta go to Zillow, gotta go to Zillow. If you have Zomps installed, you'll see this floating menu over here to the right, okay? So now we can just choose any area. So I'm just gonna go to, just start where I'm located initially. Okay, so whenever you get into Zomps, you have to always reset your filters whenever you do a new search. So just go to more up here, and then down here at the bottom, reset all filters, and then hit apply. Okay, now, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go in here. We're going to change this to houses only. So deselect all and select houses. Then we're going to apply. Then we're going to go in here and we're going to search under lot size. We're going to do 20 acres or more. Now, it doesn't have to be that. It can be 10, it can be whatever, but normally that's going to be the number. And it'll make more sense here in a minute. So we're going to do 20 acres or more. And then I'm going to go over here and change sold over to for sale. So just looking at this, there's not that many that fit in this criteria right now in the market. Now, if I go over here and take the map only off, it tells me there's 6 of them, right? Now, anytime that you take the map only off, sometimes it'll stick. You just have to refresh your screen or whatever. But right now, it's going to flow through. It's no without an issue. So that's in this particular county. There's only 6 opportunities. Now, I've looked at a few of these, as you can already see. So let's look at this one. Well, let me just say this first. So we're in the county. So in the white areas on the way this map is, normally that's more in the city. And it's hard to find 20 acres within the city anyway. But most of these are going to be outside of the little white area, right? Okay, so if we look at this one right here, just to take a look. So this is 23 acres. Okay, so this is up in Morris. All right, so what I'll do now is you got to have some type of tool, and you can use regrid, and I'll pull that up in a second, but just for the sake of explaining what I'm doing, I'm gonna take this address. All right, I'm gonna copy it, then I'm gonna go over here to Land ID, Alabama, and I'm gonna do a search for it. And so, all right, so here's the property right here. Here's the property right here. So I'm gonna highlight it here. All right, so as you notice, okay, it's all about road frontage, guys. They call this a flag lot because this is the pole, this is the flag. So the road frontage is very minor. You can notice the house. Let me just go in here, base map, Google. So you can notice that the house is right here in the front, right here. If I blow it up some more, so the house is right in the front, and then you got all of this land in the rear. That's ideally not what we're looking for, right? It's not what we're looking for, but this is 26 acres. 23 acres. So if we just did the math on this one just alone, without taking the house in consideration, so we're talking about 259,000 divided by 23. So that's basically, if we just said there was no house there, to be 11,260 per acre. I have no idea what this house would be worth in here. That's what we would just do our normal ARV. But just for the sake of just easy math here, let's say the house is worth 159, that it would retail for 159, right? So now what we would do, we would take the 259,000 and subtract the 159 from it, and that leaves 100,000. Now it gets interesting. So we take that 20 now. So we say the house, and we give them, just for easy math purposes, we give them 3 acres with that, right, with the house. And let's just say we divide the remaining 20 acres into that 100,000. So now the land is 5,000 an acre. So it went from 11,000 to 5,000 an acre. 11,000 some change to 5,000 an acre. Okay. Now that's it. So we're going to do a little bit more search and see if we find one that makes sense. I may just pull one up that I know already, but like this one here is inside the city, but it's only 65. That might be that's an error. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one up. So this is an error right here. For some reason, I'm not even sure why it's in here because I put in 20. Oh, I know what it did. It took the lot size and assumed that was 5,500 acres, and it really just a lot. I already knew that couldn't have been the case because I can see it's in those white areas. No way that was going to be same thing on this one. So that's saying it's 427 acres, but it's really the lot. Somehow, either the way the agent put the information in, or Zillow screwed it up. So let's look at this one up here in Clay. All right, now this one is on 20 acres. So let's do that. Let's search it. Okay, now this one not bad. All right, if we even do the water on it to look and see. So, all right. Now, this may not mean nothing, it may mean something, but from the way this looks, there's a creek here somewhere in the front of this property, right? Oh, it's right there in the front. So I wonder if they have like a little bridge or something. That's interesting. Well, it must be. That's interesting. Cause that's someone's driveway right there. All of them are like that, right? Maybe it's. Oh, that's interesting. It must be, but it must be under something. That's interesting how that is, huh? So it may not be a big deal there. So this would ideally be one right here, and this is supposed to be 20 acres, I think. Yeah. Okay. So now I know here in Jefferson County, and I don't know if this is in a municipality. If it is, so it wouldn't probably apply, meaning that it's obviously in the county, but if it's zoned just for the county, I mean, like the county is the governing body and not one of the cities that are inside the county. But I think this is in what they call Pinson, but assuming that it wasn't. So this would be an easy subdivide right here, right? I think this is the property. This would be an easy subdivide because now you can just split this 10 and 10, okay? So this would be a easy one here. All right, now, where the numbers work though, it depends on, which I don't even see a house on this unless, let me see. Unless this is, well, is it the same owner? Let me see. No, it doesn't say it is, but it must be. How many acres is it? 20. So they must be, I don't see a house on here. Y'all see a house? Oh, there it is right there. Yeah. Is that a house?
Maybe. It ain't that house.
Yeah, it looks like that's a little driveway right there. It must go back, huh?
Definitely look like a house.
All right, so hey, there's a house in there. So anyway, because they advertising it as an actual house. Okay, so obviously it must be up hidden in those trees in there. So they're asking $349 for it. So again, it's just going to boil down to what the house is worth by itself, and then what are, in this situation, you can subdivide down to 20 acres. I mean, to 10 acres with just a survey without any approvals. Then that's where you'll see where your real value at. Because again, if we say the house here is worth, I don't know, $149. So now we would divide that in the $200,000 that's less. We divide the 20 acres into that. So we're at 10,000 an acre. So what are 10,000? What a 10-acre lot selling for in this area will determine whether it's an opportunity or not. Now, I don't want to overcomplicate it. I don't want to overcome the two biggest things are, and let's look at one more. Let's get out of this county here. Let's go up here. So the next county up is called Walker County. It's one of the adjoining counties to make up, I guess you would say, Metro Birmingham. That county you can subdivide down to 5 acres with just a survey, right? So that's even better because now you're getting smaller acres, smaller price points. Let's look at this one right here. So this is on 40 acres. So let's see how it looks. All right, now there's no road frontage here though. So this is a landlocked property. I don't even know how they access it. I guess there's an easement in here somewhere. I don't see how they access it. I guess right in here, there's a road in here right here or whatever. So that wouldn't work, but it's just assume that this was road frontage. These here were a part of that property there, then it would be ideal because it's a perfect box if it was along the road here. And then you can subdivide this into 5-acre tracts. The only issue with that though, because it's so deep, that may not make sense to do it that way. It may not make sense that. What I mean by is just how far the boundaries are back. 5-acre lots may not make sense, so you may have to still do larger lots like 10-acre lots, which you would only be able to get 4 of those. If you get 5-acre lots, then obviously you can get 8 of those out of possibly up to 8 out of 40 acres. Okay, so now of course these are listed with real estate agents. So that's the game that has to be played at that point, which is a whole nother conversation and training in itself. Maybe we'll say that for well, I can get into it right now. All right, so okay, so like I found the one I found yesterday, right? I text the agent. I text him and asked, what did I ask him? He didn't have any interior photos of the house, right? Whereas this one does, but he didn't have any interior photos of the house. And he said the house is going to need some work, right? So I asked him, I said, well, what would the house sell? What do you think the house would sell for as is if you had to separate the house from the actual the land itself? He said the house would probably be worth the 100 to 120. Then I asked him, I said, now I wouldn't go by what the realtor said, but since I had him, him going back and forth, I said, well, what do you think if we renovated the house, what would it be worth? He said, probably about 300. Okay. So I said, okay. All right. So I wasn't going to ask him about the land part. I could figure that out more so myself. I can figure out both, but I need to know the condition of the house. So that made it more interesting because they're only asking $415 for it all. It's like, it's over 50 acres. And they're asking $415, and then it's like a house, a barn. They got a pool. You know what I'm saying? Then the road frontage is great on it, and so it was like, just like what it makes sense at the price that they're asking. Now, 10-acre lots are only selling for like $7,000 to $8,000 an acre, but if we took the house. I think it was 8,000 to 9,000. I'm sorry, 8,000 to 9,000 an acre. If we took the house, assuming that we could sell it for 100, now we're down at 319. It made sense at about 2,000 an acre possible spread on the number of acres that's left, excluding the house. So it seems to make sense. Then it's an estate property. Then on top of that, the house was already subdivided from the large parcel land. So the house is sitting on probably like 3 or 4 acres. And then you got the rest of it off by itself already. So the house could be sold separately without having to subdivide that. So I don't know why they did that, but that's, it's good when you're targeting that, because if the house is already separated, then it makes it easier for that deal to go forward because the house is sitting on a smaller parcel, or you don't want to give up much of the land to make the deal work. Because remember, we have to, if you have a minimum amount you can survey without having to do approvals, then you would have to maybe give 10 acres to the house to make the deal work. So we didn't really want to have to do that or whatever. So the house is already subdivided off. So, but when you're having a conversation with the agent, initially, what you're trying to find out is their opinion. What you have to do your own due diligence on what do they think so like right here, how much of this 400,000 do they think the house accounts for? Is it 200, 250, or what? That's where you want them to get the conversation to start with an agent. Now, from there, if you're just going to do it yourself, now you have to understand dealing with real estate agents. If you're going to put an offer in on the property, then they're going to want X number of dollar earnest money deposit on something like this. They wouldn't accept. They probably wouldn't take you serious anything less than $1,000. Understanding it's not a law or anything that you have to put up $1,000. I'm just telling you how it works with agents or whatever. I don't think they can refuse the actual offer in reality. It's all about negotiations. And then a lot of times they're going to want proof of funds. In most cases, they're going to want proof of funds. And that's a hurdle that can be jumped over. There are a lot of services out there that offer it or whatever. But just understanding when dealing with agents. My point is, with all of this, so I'm going to remove the boundary and I'm just going to start to zoom out. Remember, my filter here is houses, 20 acres or more, 20 acres, no max. And as you can see, as I zoom out, there are going to be limited opportunities all over the country. Just like anywhere, any state that I want to select, I selected North Carolina, it's going to light up like a Christmas tree. I zoom out, I select Louisiana, it's going to light up like a Christmas tree. I zoom out, I don't know about California, Arizona, light up like a Christmas tree, right? So it really doesn't. Of course, we go to Texas, it's going to get ridiculous. But yeah, so it really doesn't matter where. We go up north somewhere, let's say Pennsylvania, light up like a Christmas tree. Ohio, same thing. It really doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter. Kentucky, bluegrass, as they call it, Christmas tree. So hopefully I wasn't all over the place on that. Oh, one other thing I want to show you that this is important. All right, so what if you want to know what the zoning regulations are for a particular county, right? So let's do one that I've already pulled, but let's see, DeSoto County. So what you'll type in is the name of the county, the state, and then subdivision regulations. So now some of them make it vary. It's almost like the first result that you come up with. And so I'm downloading the subdivision regulations for DeSoto County, Mississippi, right? And so I'm just going to save this to my desktop. And then I'm going to use ChatGPT and I'm going to upload and boom. Is this the one that was giving me trouble? No, good. All right. And then I'm going to use just this. I don't even think you have to use this. So I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to say, don't do anything yet. All right. All right. So I'm just going to ask you the question. What's the smallest I can subdivide land down to with only a survey with no approvals? I'm assuming y'all can hear this. So.
According to the DeSoto County Subdivision Ordinance, land can be subdivided without requiring approvals if the parcels are more than 10 acres and all parcels border a public road. Specifically, the ordinance states that the division of land into lots or parcels of more than 10 acres each, with all parcels bordering a public road, does not require approval from the governing authority. So the smallest you can subdivide land without additional approvals in DeSoto County is 10 acres per parcel, provided that each parcel has access to a public road.
Okay, so that was very simple, and it broke down to the minimum. So that's 10 acres is the minimum. So to make sense of this, let's do this real quick. Let's go back. Let's just pull up a property, right? I'm just going to randomly pull up a property here. So this one here, this is 94 acres, right? Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. How long has it been on the market? 166 days. Okay. So let's do this, right? So we got this property asking 575, right? Okay. So 575. And I'm just for sake of just you seeing the math really quick. And let's just say the property is worth 275. Okay, so we'll subtract 275, meaning just the house itself, from that number. So that leaves,
You divided it.
divided it. So 575, subtract 275. All right, that leaves 300,000. All right, so now, with that being said, let's divide the 94 acres into that amount. We're at $3,100, basically $3,200. Okay, so if this property was easy to subdivide, had great road frontage, in a either a perfect rectangle or a box, the wetlands and flood zone wasn't that big of an issue, then we'll just say, what if 10-acre lots would sell for $10,000? So we would try to probably be a little under the market. So basically that's $6,800, that's just for approximation. So we were trying to sell our 10-acre lots at $9,000 an acre. All right, so that's $6,800 difference on each one of those, if that's what it averaged out to be. You will multiply that times 94, right? That's a ridiculous amount of money. Now, it may take you a year to pull that off, but most people here watching, they're not going to make over $500,000 a year, right? And you can be highly successful as a wholesaler / investor. But that's what we're talking about here. Now, I hadn't looked at this property. I'm gonna probably take a screenshot if somebody here don't beat me to it. But I'm gonna look at it just out of curiosity to see what that house is worth. But that's the type of numbers here if you understand the math on it. So once we subtract the house amount from it, right, then we take that amount and divide it by the number of acres. So this property here is sitting on, well, we might as well look at it. Ain't no reason to say that. Let's look at this one. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna do Kentucky. Let's see how it's laid out. See how this baby is laid out real quick. All right. Okay, yeah, that's 100 acres. Okay, right at it. Interesting. It's a little flagging. Now, okay, this is a good example. All right, now it does have a creek that runs through it, and it's some flood zone area, but it's in the rear, it's not in the front. Just have this little patch that runs down here. So the only drawback on this right here is this. Somebody's gonna have to, it looks like the house is right here, right? Whatever structure that is. Looks like somebody's gonna have to take a flag lot. But the problem with that is they would take I guess you could do it so many different ways though. Everybody could get boom, 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 but everybody would have to have their own little flag lot going. I guess you could design it that way. Because most of the land that they would, I guess value would be in the front portion of it anyway, this first half up here or whatever. So, but that could be an opportunity though. It's definitely not a dead deal because we have a decent amount of road frontage here. Let me see how far that is. As far as road frontage, let's see distance. All right, so yeah, that's 1,200. That's 1,200 feet. Ideally, 50, 75 feet of road frontage is not bad. So that would give everybody over 100, like 120 feet of road frontage right there. So you definitely could do 10 in there with no issue. So, but yeah, that's
so question.
Yeah.
You say you could do 10.
Mm-hmm.
like subdividing it. So what, you building 10 houses?
Well, they do whatever they want to. Normally they could do houses, mobile homes or whatever, or just have it or whatever. But what I'm saying is that, like, when I say subdivide, let me just show you. So let's say we go from here all the way back, and this may not be even, but I just for the sake of answering his question. So boom, that's one, right? Then that's another one.
Okay, I see it now.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just sell them like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things because I had just moved to Florida in the area that we moved to, over a course of like 2 years, the builders started building everything out, and they started just stacking houses on like probably like a half a mile of land.
Mhm.
They built like 10, 15, 20 houses,
Mhm.
which is crazy.
Oh yeah.
And put a road through it and everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a major subdivision then. So it probably took them 2 years to get to that point or
Yeah.
whatever. So, but what we're talking about now is the return on investment is much greater than what they're doing versus what they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, it is lower risk. Return on investment is much greater. But just by understanding what the subdivision regulations are and where the opportunity is, like with that house that we just looked at in Kentucky, that would be a possible opportunity there, right? I don't know what we still have to look at what the houses were, and then what how small you can subdivide down to, and then we go from there.
Okay, so like how small you could do subdividing in the in the state of Kentucky.
Yeah, in this particular county. So let's do this. We'll just look it up. So this is Casey County, and I don't know if this is in a city or not. Let's do this. I'll have to do that and look it up in PropStream. So what you can do is, if you want to know if it's in a municipality or it's just the county, as they say. I don't know how to do it it doesn't make it clear in land ID, but in PropStream it makes it pretty clear in most cases. So when you go into details, what you'll do is you'll scroll down, and normally it's right in this area here. It'll say
you're not sharing the screen, though.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, my bad. All right. So
We see it.
yeah, so property type, land location, school district. It says Casey County School District, which normally means that it's the county, right? It normally would say the name of the city. So it's saying Casey County School District. So that's easy to verify once you call and give the county the address. You say, yeah, that's one of our properties or whatever. You just call them, they will verify it or whatever. So, but yeah.
What's the significance of it being either in county or city?
Well, the city's normally going to have their subdivision approval processes. They're not normally within the city. They're not going to allow you to subdivide down to
10 acres.
With anything without approval process, right? It's just different with the county versus
The city.
with the city in most cases. Now it could be a really small town and it'd be no different than the county. Or it could be that also, but normally you're gonna the rules, the regulations are gonna be tighter. They're not gonna be as easy or as exempt as we would want them to be. So yeah.
The first people that came on, they were talking about the tragedy in Birmingham, so we're glad you are safe.
Oh yeah. It was one of those things. I hate what happened with whoever was involved in it or whatever. But any of you all in any decent size, well, it may be a small town. I had really close friends of mine. One of her sons got killed at a country club where I'm from. We talk about towns less than 1,000. So this was street club stuff. They used one of those guns. It has what they call a switch on it. It's a handgun, but you put the switch on it and it acts like an automatic or whatever. And so they just had no regard. They were trying to kill one person.
Yeah.
Had no regard for everybody else. You know, so it was more like a hit type thing that just went bad or whatever. So, but thanks for everyone that's asking. So, because my brother called me, this was maybe 2 yesterday, and he's like, "Well, what's going on in Birmingham? You all right?" Well, I'm like,
Yeah.
What you talking about? He said,
Yeah.
"That was a mass shooting up here." I said, "Huh?" He said,
Right.
"What are you doing? What are you watching?" I said, "Well, I watched the news this morning, and I do what I normally do. I went to the gym and when I got my vehicle washed, and hey, I'm at leaving the grocery store right now, and So I Googled it real quick, and he said, well, they said it's just such part of town or whatever. You know what that's at? And so when I looked it up, I already knew what it was. You know,
Yeah.
so I looked it up, and I seen the name of the club. I already knew what it was. I said, it's still bad no matter how people die or whatever, but it ain't like somebody just went into Walmart and just started shooting people randomly. Nah, there was the, you know, they had a target and it just got out of hand or whatever with others. So from my understanding. So
Phil W is asking, house on land has to be livable. If not, land has value. Just tear down the house and mobile home. But you're not suggesting to tear down the house.
No. Like the one that we're targeting, and the only reason I'm not showing it to you because I don't want anybody to take it. Nobody wouldn't care, but we don't have it in the contract, so it's free game to whoever. But no, like this house here, according to the agent, you know, I don't, whatever. But with the agent, he didn't have any internal photos. He said it's not livable. But the house, the outside looks great. It's a brick house or whatever. I know it don't need to be torn down. It has some serious value. Like I said, he said if it's renovated, it's probably worth $300K. And so that's a good portion of the whole value of the entire deal. You know what I'm saying? The house almost pays for the entire deal, not profit, but I'm just saying. So that additional land is just could be gravy, I
wonder if there's a way, my thought, a way in Land Glide. Is it Land? No, the land, what is it called?
ID? Huh?
No, not Land ID.
Land Portal.
With the green logo. What's one?
Land Portal. The Land Portal.
Is there a way to figure out how to find square, like you normally looking for? Like that?
That's where the road frontage will come in at. It ain't always perfect, but over 50% of the time, it's going to almost be that. Okay. If you put in, definitely you put in 1,000 minimum feet of road frontage to like 6,000 or 7,000. Oh, you're gonna get just tons of them. You know what I'm saying? But it just gonna make sense. As far as the road frontage part of it's gonna make sense or whatever. So yeah,
because that perfect square is what makes it a little bit more.
Well, really, more of a rectangle.
Rectangle. Okay.
Yeah, because you prefer it not to be so deep. From the road, like this. If this was the road frontage up here, then it's really deep. Versus like this, it's not that deep, or whatever. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Normally it makes it's an easier subdivide when it's not as deep.
Gotcha. Next question comes. Well, I guess Stephen Vaughn is saying that he's ran across a buyer in Baltimore, and he wants to find some more deals to provide to this buyer. Probably want to use the AI and get you some deals.
What he said, I'm needing.
Hello, gents. I'm needing sellers in Pennsylvania, more in Philly. Found a buyer by accident living in Baltimore. Looking, can you help?
Yeah, just generating leads, man. Like you said, the AI is one option. And all the other ones, so it's good you had that connect with a buyer,
right.
But that's easy to do, my man. I can, I haven't been pushing it because we can't share it, but if you text the word boss to 205-964-5243, buyers are easy. It's finding the deal that's hard. That's the part you need to focus on or whatever, because you can go out and find exactly what this guy says, and guess what? We need to finish this project here before we move on to another one. You don't want to depend on that. Buyer list is important when you're dealing with houses, but you just want to find great deals. You'll find a buyer for it. Multiples in most cases. Well, even though you only set the one. So
this is an interesting question, and I'm going to add on to what Phil is asking. Would you say, Ty, looking over America, now I'm sure you haven't lived in every state in America, but would you say generally if you could find a deal, houses price per acre that's less than 10, you could probably sell it between $15,000 an acre, depending on the area. But I'm just saying, because he's asking about how much 10 acres is in that house that you showed in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And so you knew it was probably a deal, or potentially a deal, because you could get, once you saw the house, you could basically buy those acres for, I guess it was like 3,900.
Yeah. Now I guess what the house would be worth. I guess I could dive deeper and look at the ARV. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be that.
No. He's talking about the acres, though. Like
Okay.
how much the acres would be worth with that house once you got rid of the house part.
Oh, he's asking. So what is 10 acre? What's the price per acre for 10 acre lots?
Right.
I don't know. I didn't research it. No idea.
Right. Know what I'm saying? But he said it when you was doing the actual thing.
Okay.
And that's why I was trying to generalize it,
Mm-hmm.
that how much per price per acre, if you could get it under this amount, is normally a deal. That's why.
Oh, okay. So ideally, what you're trying to do just depend on how many acres you're talking about, though, right? Like, so the overall, like that was 94 acres, is according to what the Zillow listing said.
Right.
Even though Land ID said it was more, a little more. So now, so even if okay, so if 10 acre lots were selling for, I don't know, 5,000.
Do you think it would help to go over one? Maybe that house, and
What?
I don't know.
To dive deeper into it.
Like, how do you come up with what?
Oh yeah. I think I can. I think I can handle that.
How much 10 acres are going for?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So I can do it. I don't know what happened to our boy.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Hopefully he'll rejoin us.
He'll rejoin. Yeah, remove that little banner. All right, so we got this property here. So we had it pulled up here. So let me grab the address, right? And I think all I got to do is I'm gonna add it as in here, so I won't have to keep trying to find it. So we were right in here, right? Mm-hmm. So ideally, what I want to do is go ahead and reset my filters, because I'm gonna start to look for houses, or I mean for land. So what I'm gonna do is, just because I have it here, so I won't lose it. So I'm just gonna draw an area. I'm just gonna draw a few areas in here, right? And hopefully I don't have too many. And I'm gonna draw one more down here somewhere. And I'm gonna hit apply. All right, I'm gonna change this over to lots and land. And I'm gonna change this over to sold. And then I'm gonna change this from 10 acre lot size to 20 acres. Okay, so I just got a few in here. So now I'm gonna hit apply. So I got 3 of them. Okay, so boom. So go over here. So, all right, there we go. All right, now these are all over the place. So they average out to about 5,200, about 5,000 an acre, right? Okay. Based on what we got in here, right? We got one as low as 2,600. We got 7,100. So we got, so I'm gonna say around 5. So we got a little high, low there. So 5,000 acres. So what that means is, then, what did we say ours came up to be?
Like 3,900.
Yeah, they're like 3,900 or something like that, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so just say we basically got $1,000 spread. So now you just take $1,000, multiply it times 94. We'll just say times 90, because we may give them 4 acres on the house. Right. Times 1,000 times 90,000. I mean 90. That's 90,000. That's still nothing to sneeze at, or whatever, over the course of 6 months or so, or whatever. Obviously, hopefully it wouldn't be the only deal you do, but every time you would sell 10 acres, you would make $10,000 basically, if you want to look at it like that. Right. Okay. You would make $10,000 every time you would sell, which I subdivided it a little bit right here. Every time you would sell one of these, you would make 10 grand, if you want to look at it like that. Now, of course, now they are asking X number of dollars on this property. Let's do this. And we went in there and looked at the land. We might as well look at the houses, huh? See what houses are selling for in there. So let's do this. So let's change this over to houses. and we want to remove this here because we don't care about the size on that. So boom. So it's really too many now. Where's my house? I think my house is right in here, wasn't it?
I want to say yes.
Let me just put it back over there for sale. Yeah, it's right in there. Okay, so this is what I'll do. So I'm just gonna, let's do the last 12 months. So it'll take away a few. And I'm just gonna do this area right in here. All right, so I got a few of them in there. So we got our house right here. And let's add it. So it looks like the house may sell for more than what I thought. Let's see though. Okay. Okay, so so our house is a 1950. We're going to automatically remove this 2012 one, right? And we got a 2020 in here. We're going to remove that one. We're going to remove this 87,000. So this house here is really big though. So they're selling. They're all over the place on this pricing though. Let me see. Let's look at this house. Okay, boom. So it averages out to about 100. So we're around 300. So what was the asking price on it? 595.
75.
So it's about what I said, wasn't it? So yeah, because I said 275. So we're right around 300. So yeah, that's about how it would work out.
About 300.
Yeah.
And that's what somebody was saying, that you basically get the house for free.
Yeah, you're basically getting the house for free in the sense that it's allowing you to get the price point per acre below the market, right? By the sale of the house. Now you ain't getting it for free; it needs to still be sold.
Yeah, I'm just saying the connotation.
But yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, that's how that would work there. So
another question from Ricardo de Jesus, the Jesus, possibly. Hello, Flipman. Are you doing double closing or straight paying the land off and then reselling? Also, when is the best time to just assign contract versus going with a real estate agent?
All right. The first part of it, the ones that I've been involved in, we've done both. We've double closed and assigned. The bigger ones we've assigned, double closed and well, small comparably. We've assigned. I think it really just depends on the price point and who we feel we're dealing with as far as a seller. All right, as far as the last part, when it's best time to just assign a contract versus going with a real estate agent. I'm not sure what he means by that. Y'all understand that one?
So I think what he's saying is, when's the best time to just assign it, wholesale it, or just take it, do a small hotel and list it on the MLS type of situation. I think that's what he means.
Ideally, if you have a buyer ready to go, then you don't need to list if you have a buyer ready to go, or you think you could find your own buyer if that's what you're asking. We're talking about houses, and we're talking about houses, but land, the agent.
I think you're talking about land.
Yeah, the agent. If you can get an agent to do an equitable interest listing, agent.
Because the thing is that there's probably more money on a back end if you listed it with an agent, right, compared to just selling it to a buyer, or that don't really matter.
Say that again.
So is there money when it comes to listing it on the MLS? So you pull in a more pool of buyers and able to sell it at a higher price point, or
you're gonna be able to really tap into the market and normally sell it at a higher price point when you're dealing with an agent. When you list it with an agent.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, you with land, you'll sell stuff because we're wholesale minded. You'll still be able to sell stuff right at retail or retail. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to give your buyers a significant discount. They'll pay full price.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they'll pay full price for it.
Okay.
This is a deal. Marjorie Richardson said it was driving for dollars, would love to partner. And this is in Newington, Kentucky. Off-market owner lives on same street, 150 cash buyers nearby. I guess she wants us to comp it. I guess.
Okay,
Let's get it.
let's get it.
Okay.
All right, put back up that property again, though.
All right.
Let me see. Okay, I see it. And you said it's in Connecticut, right?
Yes. Newington.
Newington. I'm from Newington.
You know somebody from Newington?
No, sir.
Never heard of it.
No, sir. I get confused with all those properties. I mean, those you want put all those counties and states and up there in that area. It's hard for me to identify what's what. That's because they're so small.
She said this look like land.
It look like land, yeah.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, okay. Okay.
He's saying it's a FISBO.
Yeah, just okay. So go back out, Chevy. Just clicking the map part, yeah, and reset your filters,
Okay.
and just hit apply. Okay, and go to home type, and yeah, deselect lots of land, and okay, how was it? It was 2 acres. So go in
2.63 acres.
Okay, go back to more, and lot size do 1 to 3, 1 to 5 acres.
So right here,
Yeah, to 5 acres.
Okay.
All right, and just it looks like it may be still too many of them, unless they must be jumbled up there together or something.
No, it's just 5.
It is okay.
It's just 5 of them.
Not giving you the thing. Well, go ahead and just add them all. Then just click them.
Okay.
In. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
Then that's 5.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, go to your lots of land. I mean, zones for land.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And just remove the other ones you got in there.
Oh yeah. Man, I didn't realize I added so many.
You're doing it.
Okay, I think that's it now.
Okay, so all right, so we got 1, we got 5, we got 3, we got 4. Okay, the one at the bottom, eliminate that one.
I'm on the bottom for the $3,000.
Yeah. All right, so that 1 acre lot, that looks
What
good.
about this one for $50K?
No, that looks good. Looks like we're around. I'm trying to think about that 25 an acre.
Was it like 50,000 an acre?
Yeah. If you remove that the one that's 5 acres.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and remove that one. Seems like the consistency is right around there. So
Yeah,
we're
right
probably between 50 to 60 an acre or whatever, 50, around that amount. So it is 2 acres. So $100,000 for sure. Would be a number. If you can get it for $50K, you'll be in business.
Yeah, I think she's saying sales price 300,000.
Oh, he's out of money.
Yeah, we out the loop now. We out the mix.
Yeah, he's out of the
we out the mix. Your seller asking way too much.
Yeah, way too
Yeah,
much.
We said nah.
We out the mix.
They put me in the mix. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, in 2006. So what were we saying? it would be.
I mean, have she gotten in touch with the seller?
Guess it's driving in dollars.
Yeah, I mean, you could drive for $1,000 to see the property, but you ain't called the seller yet. So
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming they have a sign out there.
Yeah.
we can't just assume, man. Let's figure out what's going
on. She don't know what the price is.
Yeah. I think she looked at a previous listing.
Oh, did he add out there listed? He had a previous listing on it. What was the address again?
Oh yeah, that one is Marjorie Richardson, and this is 103
Lewis Street.
Yeah, we can look at that. 103 Lewis, something like that.
Lewis Street in Newington. Yeah, I think she's saying it was a FISBO.
So I mean, if we gotten on the phone with the seller, we just got to figure, because I mean, market's shifting, everything changed. So he might have paid $300,000, but that's not that. A lot of times, what seller do is they do financing where they bundle everything together.
Yeah, that was back in 2006.
Right.
That they paid $300,000 for it.
But that might be with something else, though.
Yeah, that might have been with something. That might have been with a house on it at that time.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We said 50,000 would be a deal. 50,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Because the average price that buyers are buying at is right around like 49 to 65
per acre. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's the average right now.
So you got 2 acres. So yeah,
they could double that up, and get at the right price point.
Yeah.
Because like I said, that seller probably just bundled a lot of stuff together. It might just not be just that particular thing that they bought when they bought that in 06. So they might have been, you got to think of the time, like 2006. That's right around when the bubble was happening as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it was on.
Yeah. It was definitely on. So
it was beautiful.
So the biggest thing we could do is get on the phone and figure out what's going on with the seller and kind of pick their brain and find out what's up.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Again, was it a for sale sign, or she just drove by and it seemed like it's vacant?
She said it was a FISBO.
FISBO, so I assume selling it. She's saying, "Are you interested?"
Sure.
Yeah. Anything worth the conversation.
Yeah.
We can figure out what's up.
Yeah, we need to be around 50, 60, worst case, or whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think, it'll move over 100,
definitely. Especially, it looked like it was clear too. So it looked like it was a clear lot.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder where he's at on it. Where he's at on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he trying to sell for $300K or?
Oh, I don't know. That's what
we don't know.
You got to talk to him.
She was going by what the previous sale was on it. Yeah. So that was almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Yeah.
The next property comes from Southern Comfort. Says, Flip man, what should I counter offer on this? I guess it's listed in Tylertown, Mississippi.
Is that some land or something?
Tylertown?
Without address. So what is the old Hendersonville?
Holmesville Road.
Holmesville Road. Okay.
Road in Tylertown, Mississippi.
I'm trying to see the find it first. Tylertown, Mississippi.
I mean, it's listed, so we just gotta look at it.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, here it is. I think I'm looking at it. Okay, it's 114 acres. Okay. Well, now what I'm looking at ain't listed. Wait a minute. We got to be clear on what we're looking at here.
Old Holmesville Road. You know what? He didn't give the number.
No, he didn't give the number.
I see a property that's listed. I see a property that's listed and it has a full address. Maybe you don't want it, but you gave that, my man. Everybody else is gonna be able to see it. They're gonna do just what I did. You know what I'm saying? It's the only one on the road that's for sale. Look like it's a mobile home. It is a mobile home.
I don't know why.
But 114 acres, that's not bad though.
No. That was one. That was different. That was something different. Different. Yeah, I'm looking at one that's actually listed, and he has the MLS. So let me match it up. We ain't got the guess.
4086
that's a different. I'm looking at a different MLS number. So maybe I don't know what we're looking at, man. So I don't know. So you're gonna have to help us out. I can't think of whatever his name is here. So what else we got? Jordan.
Was it Southern Comfort? Yeah, Southern Comfort. We need the address, man, like the actual address, so we can look it up and evaluate it.
Oh, that's what that says. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Southern Comfort.
I wouldn't know. Oh, that's a go. All right. So who's up next? Do you have
Edward Thomas?
things?
Do you guys hear of a lot of buyers that do 30-day flips?
Oh yeah, they'll do that. You talking about houses?
Yeah. Did you see that show? Where they rehab a property in 48 hours?
No, I haven't seen that.
Man, that show is cold, bro. They rehab. I'm talking about a whole 48 hours rehab.
Well, they don't stop. They just have crews coming in.
Crews coming in. They work like I think like 18-hour shifts or something like that.
Okay.
Like 7 to 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And they like 2 days, like a weekend rehab, like crazy. I think it's on like A&E or something like that. But they doing it up in New Jersey.
Okay.
Cold show, bro. Cold show.
What's the name of the show?
I gotta find it out.
Oh, okay.
I got it. Matter of fact, Google is your friend. Let me see. But yeah, they're cold with it though.
I want to address some stuff on Instagram. The Mike Kaz 55209 asks your thoughts on the house market right now. We get that question pretty often.
I can just show you better than I can tell you. What we didn't answer Edward's question, I don't think. Edward's question. We didn't answer his question first. Do you guys hear a lot?
You said
By I'm not sure what he means.
I mean, you answered it. We say, yeah, there's people that do 30-day flips.
You said, yeah.
After looking at it again, I'm not sure if I understand the question, the way I interpreted it. So, okay. Yeah.
He asked, is there buyers out there that flip a property in 30 days? I mean, the market is going to determine how long the property is going to take.
Because isn't it one of the questions that you ask a buyer, like to make sure that they are serious?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
They
were asking about the market. So number one, it's going to depend on where you are. But my point of pulling this up right here. So we're just going to look at the last, the last 30 days. All right. So all of this yellow that you see here means transactions, right? Obviously, when you start to look at the cities, you're going to see bigger pockets of yellow, right? So if I highlight each state, you're going to see what you see, right? And if I zoom in more, you'll see more stuff populates in here, right? So that's just in the last 30 days, right? You're going to always have dips and flows in the market just based on what realtors do or whatever, but real estate transactions are happening all the time. It's one of the pillars of making money in this world. Not just this country, in this world, right? So unless they make houses or just real estate in general free, opportunities are going to continue to exist because the mix that happens with that is, and not change this over to for sale, and you can see the red better, you can see the yellow, right? It's I don't even know, like life and opportunity intertwine with each other. Death, divorce, job loss, health, kids' tuition, relocation, all of those things exist. I don't care where you are. That creates opportunities for us. I ain't saying it's easy by no means, but that creates opportunities. Your job is you got to let enough property owners know you exist. So when that time comes that they want to sell a piece of real estate, no matter what the issue is, right? Whether it's considered distressed or I don't care, it's a problem, whatever it is, you're there to seize your share of the pie. And that pie is enormous. It's ocean wide. If the ocean, name an ocean, If it was a pie, you can get your share of it, and no one know you drunk or stolen it in the water. You can literally go in there and get you what's something big, a Superdome full of water out of the ocean, and no one would know you even got
Yeah, that's
it.
real. That is true. That is true.
You get a Superdome full of water, and no one would know you've gotten any of it. That's how the real estate game is.
That is true.
Everybody's
Killing it somewhere. But the show is called 24-Hour Flip. So I'll stand. So they renovate the property in 24 hours. So it takes them 2 days just to renovate the property. It was a show that was on that came out in 2023. But they're doing it in New Jersey.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. Crazy.
Yeah, Lawrence Zomps is free. He said, how much is it per month?
Free.
It's free. All free. This next property comes from, I don't know if it made a difference, but Southern Comfort was also saying that it's 70 acres on that property we were looking at.
Oh, it's his cousin's land, he said. Okay. All right. That's my daddy's cousin. All right. Holmesville Road. Oh, okay. So this is 69 acres. Okay, we got something interesting here, guys. Let's see here. Let me pull it up. Let's see here. Okay, 69 acres. 6,800 an acre, almost 69. Very little views. No one has saved it, which means your cousin's land is overpriced.
Yeah, acting too much.
He's asking too much. I'm not sure what this is here. Looks like it's landlocked. Where's the road? Okay, I guess there's a road up on this side. This is weird. It must be multiple parcels. I'm gonna pull it up here and what's the name? I just wanted to look at the photos. Agent can do better than that, man. Lazy agents, baby. What county is this? So here's the parcel ID, and let's grab it. So what county is Tylertown, Mississippi? Tylertown. All right. Oh, Walt Hall. Never heard of it. Walt Hall. Okay. Not that I know every crank and cranny in Mississippi, but it's where half of my existence is from. So let's see. So ID. Let's do Walt Hall. Let's do the ID here. Boom. Okay, so what we got? Okay. So it says that looks like more than 23 acres, don't it? Let me measure this out. That looks like more than 23 acres. Looks like somebody got the front part of this property. That's interesting. Wonder, does he have an easement? We got a little corner cut off here too. Yeah, it's only 24 acres. Okay, it is. Okay, so it says it's 63 though. 69. Am I missing something? Oh, this is the rest of it. Keep looking, Tyrone. Just stop. Okay, that's another 23. And then that's another 23. Okay, that equals 69. 23, 23, 23 equals 69. So if I select all of these together, so it's this right here. It's a Lego.
Yeah.
It's a Lego. Okay.
You said it's a what?
A Lego.
A Lego?
Okay. So no flood zone details here. Let's see how level it is. Contours. Don't seem like it's that much drop off all on it or whatever. But the only problem with this is it looks like this portion up here, unless he has an easement, this somebody else owns this. Earl, know he was wrong for this. Why he cut your ball off like that, man?
So that's the road frontage,
Yeah.
but you don't have access to it.
I don't know. He might have an easement in here, but hey, Earl, wrong for that, man. What's wrong with him?
He must have pissed him off. He bought just a little bit of it. Say, I'm gonna get you.
Hey, so it's sort of hard to answer the question, but let's just assume Earl gonna give him this. What is this? Probably not even an acre. It says 88, but we know that's not right. So whatever this is, it may be something weird going on right here. But anyway, so this portion right here is interesting. This back here, obviously he can sell it. It just would have to be, at a lot lower price point. But as far as what stuff is going, so this is 68 acres. This is what a walled hall. So let's do this. So let's just see what the regulations are in walled hall. Walthall County, Mississippi Subdivision Regulations. Okay, let's see if we got something easy to download. So we're gonna go to Walthall. I'm saying it wrong, man. Okay, they ain't put too much energy in this right here, did they? Let me see. All right. Let me see. The rules and regulating the factor. That's for the whole state. We ain't gonna be able to do it that way, I don't believe. Somebody might can dive into it a little more. Let's see here. Community. We're looking for the engineering department. Let's see, or land use or something like that. Events, shopping, chamber of commerce. Economic, so that's available land and buildings. That's for sale. Industrial center and benefits, workforce business information, events. Now, y'all help me out now.
Do you ever do file type PDF just to see if there's some file?
Yeah. So what I need to put in here?
Yeah, go and where you hit that right there, and then you put in file type, and then PDF file type. Yeah. No, one word, file type. It's all together, and then PDF. Okay. Put it right there beside the colon.
Oh, on it. Okay.
Right there. And see if it just got some files.
It might be in this right here. Let's see. Uniform Standard Code for factory built home law. No, I don't know if that's what we need. Planning and development districts. No, that ain't. I don't think that's what we need. So it's just for the entire state of Mississippi. So you'd have to. Boy, it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. I can't really tell on that. So.
Sometimes
it makes it hard to really even go any further than this because we need to know how small you can go. See, in a county like this, they may let you go down to an acre. You know what I'm saying? Which that would become interesting at that point. But it's sort of designed a little funky for it to be an acre anyway. You would probably want to do larger parcels. So it's hard for me to tell without diving deeper into. You're getting no interest in it. We know it's overpriced because you're getting zero interest in it, right? So it would be hard to know without knowing those subdivision regulations.
Okay, so Edward was following up with his question about the 30-day flips. I guess it's a house that's next to him. He said right here, who said someone bought it and was going to do a 30-day flip on it. So I guess I was saying he was going to get it ready to sell in 30 days. Let me see. He looked it up. It's under LLC, and he wanted to wholesale it. Wasn't able to contact the owner, and then he saw a contractor out of there. So, do you feel like the contractor owns it now? Because
No.
Okay.
9 out of 10 times, if you have a conversation with that contractor, they probably haven't even seen the owner. But if they did see the owner, you could see if you could get their number, or you could provide your number to that person. But it's something like that. That's more of an ongoing thing, and a wishing and hoping, and hopefully it works out. But I wouldn't really put my mind on that though.
Or they try to reach out to because they working on it now. So
yeah, I mean, he already tried to reach out though. So what I'm saying is that right now that contractor is a gatekeeper. So you're going to just say, hey, look, I'm interested in buying the property. Here's my contact information. Or, hey, look, I want to buy this property. Do you have that owner's information? That's it.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. So he's fixing it himself.
And a lot of times people get hung up on one particular perspective, potential, something that could happen, and they become stagnated where they don't do nothing else because they're wishing and hoping that this is going to happen. Guys, you got to put more leads in the pipeline. You got to go after more sellers. You got to have more conversation with sellers, because just on a potential, like Todd say, man, unless the check is clear, it's in the bank and it's cleared, I don't even get excited about it.
Because I could see, I mean, you walking out of your house, this house is next door, it's empty. You thinking, hey, I can make 10 on that or 20, but you can't, like Chevy said, you can't fall in love with what you
don't fall in love with the deals, man.
Yeah.
Go after more sellers, man.
Yeah.
Go after more sellers.
Yeah. But you can talk to the contractor and see if you can get in contact with him, but don't fall in love. All right. This person is asking, do you recommend finding deals or buyers first? I read someone that reverse wholesaling is better for land. Please advise.
Well, I know on the reverse wholesaling with land, it ain't work like that. It ain't saying you can't have a buyer ready to go. Oh, well, let me back up. They're probably referring to infill lots where you build relationships with some builders or whatever. Some people make a really good living doing it, that way or whatever. Me personally, from my experience on it, the people I learned from or whatever, I hate to say one better than the other. Just for me, just finding a great deal, putting it out there, and letting folks, drive it up. You know what I'm saying? Like just period. Whereas with the you can, again, with infill lots or whatever. So let me define what an infill lot. I'm assuming everybody know what that is. So you got a house, a vacant lot, another house. The lot is called an infill lot. So you obviously want to be in areas where builders will build. So that's not that difficult to determine. Even if it's an established subdivision or neighborhood, you can still see occasional new houses built. And the only reason you don't see it more is because there are not enough lots to build on or whatever. So, but generally speaking, you have to think in terms also, it needs to probably be in a neighborhood 500, well, definitely 300,000 plus, probably closer to 500,000 plus, depending on the normal size house in there, because it may not make sense construction wise as far as what it costs to build per price per square foot or whatever. So, you can do infill lots even in lower priced areas. It's just not going to be builders that are going to be interested. It's just going to be people that a lot of times they just like to own land, or they grew up in the neighborhood, or it may be somebody next door across the street or whatever, but it's not going to be that. So the price point has to make sense first in order for a builder to be interested in it, because they have to take into consideration how much money they're going to make and what it's going to cost to build, and you backdoor it from there. So but the other, what I'm talking about, no, you don't it doesn't work that way. You don't have a buyer's list at all.
Right. I think the easiest way to figure something out, man, is just to take action, right? And a lot of times we analysis paralysis. We think more than we do, and we get in our own way because we're not taking enough action. So my recommendation, text VIP to 205-964-5243 and get your whole blueprint, man, get you rocking and rolling. Just like that.
There you go.
The next one, I didn't mean to skip over you, Rashad. This is in Winchester, Tennessee, and he's saying it's an 18-acre lot.
Oh, there's a lot of land today. I like that.
Hey, they listening, man. Let's get it.
I like that. Okay, let me run this one. Let me see what's up with it.
Okay.
Let me see what's up with it. All right.
I'll put it back up if you need me to.
Oh no, I got it. Okay, so we're gonna do. All right. So we got land, right? Zounds for land. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Address. Oh, we got to clear the filter first, right?
Yeah.
Gonna reset the filters. Right here. Is that it? No, this is a house.
I guess he's saying there's land attached to it. 35. Yeah, that's right.
I was right. Okay.
Let's look at the lot on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's look at this side lot. It's sitting on.
So I'll go back out, right?
No. You could just. No, you had it when you put it up. You had it.
Okay.
35, 19.
Yeah. Let's just look at it real quick. So scroll down. Yeah. Let's see if we can see anything. This wonder when it does that. Why it lists like that has that view versus others.
They probably updating their website because normally it shows right there.
Yeah, it shows right there. What's the address? I'll look it up over here. What's the address?
3519 Morris Ferry Bridge Road.
Morris what?
Ferry Bridge Road.
Estelle Springs.
This is Winchester, Tennessee.
What's the zip?
37398.
Okay, I got something different, but the same thing though. Okay, so how many acres is it?
This land is sitting on 18 acres.
So I'm showing more than that on what I'm pulling up.
He's saying two 18-acre tracts. The house
So 36 acres.
I'm showing like 43 acres, but yeah, I'm showing something different. Oh, y'all waiting on me? Oh.
Yeah, we waiting on you.
Oh, no. I was something different. Let me see here. Okay, so I was just looking at. I was gonna let you do it, but I was just looking it up. Let's see here. So I guess this it. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Oh, okay, so it's active. So yeah, it is a house. Okay, so this is a pre-foreclosure. It says it's an estate auction. Wait a minute, we're confused.
I'm confused now.
Yeah, we're confused. Because that's what I'm pulling up here, but I'm showing a much larger parcel. Let me see if there's a parcel ID. So what county is this? Franklin. Aretha Franklin. All right, Franklin County.
Oh, he's saying it's going to auction in the next 5 days.
Yeah, it looks like it's in an estate auction though. See, this is what I'm showing here based on that. It's only like 2. So this is a house then. It's not. Yeah, this is just a house. And got this lot right here. I don't know. I'm asking, is he trying to get us to evaluate the house or what? Says price unknown. I'm saying what's your intent on it? It's an auction property. If he could explain to us, that's a different ball game. It's an auction property. That's a different ball game.
Edward was following up with his question about the 30-day flip. I guess it would depend on the work that needs to be done on the property. I mean, you could do it in 30 days. Oh, you talking about? I didn't hear you.
People are renovating properties in 24 hours, man. Like,
I think that's why you brought up the show. Yeah.
people out here really, really getting it, man. Real estate is so broad and vast that there's a lane for everybody if they put the right effort into it. Sure.
Yeah, with one property. So let us know, Rashad, what's going on with that particular?
Yeah. Well, what is he thinking on it? Educate us. We like to learn.
I guess Kingdom Ready Ministries. I guess she doesn't having some difficulties with zones.
Oh, she's not seeing the red button. That means you have way too many properties. You gotta lower the months that's been sold, or you gotta just narrow down your search as far as the area. But I was doing that in the beginning as well. I was adding way too many properties and I wasn't seeing the red button.
Yeah, let me show her real quick. Okay, so I don't know. Let me see. Let's go somewhere where a lot of properties are. Let's just do Uber. Okay, so I'm gonna reset my field where it's already good. All right, so if you notice, there's no orange button right here because it's too many. The way we had it set up is that so Zillow wouldn't clown us. So we limited how many you can do. Where it would automatically do it for you to 10. So if I zoom in here and I remove the boundary and I circle just these here, that should be less than 10. So now you see the orange button appears. So if there's ever a situation where it doesn't appear, just remove the boundary. You can go in here. Now these are for sale. Let's do this. Let's do for sold. You can go in here and do, so if you got a lot of them, that's good. You can go in here and change it from 12 months, 6 months, 90 days, 30 days. So this is set at 90 days. So if I want to, if I do just all of these right here, hit apply, the orange button is not going to appear. But if I remove this and then do the draw button again and just do a smaller area right here, which normally what you need to do with houses, then it appears. So hopefully that clears up what the issue may be with her and others. Hopefully.
I have a property that's on Instagram, and Brent Brina B 1976. Can you comp? And the address is in Washington D.C. and it said they also have a parking lot attached to it. It's 303 40th Street, Northeast, Washington D.C. The zip is 20019.
Hold up.
Brina B 1976.
All right, what's the property address?
It's 303 40th Street, Northeast.
Washington, D.C.?
Yes. She said it's a parking lot attached.
Oh, okay. So it's a parking lot attached to it?
Yeah, that's what this person is saying.
So what's their question?
She wanted comp, get it comp. The 303 40th Street.
Is
Good property. But she literally says they also have a parking lot, so I'm assuming it's something else attached to it.
I mean, this is it right here. It says it's a 3 beds, 1 bath.
Yeah, it's something on the background. Oh yeah, it is something back behind the trees. Right?
Oh, there is?
Yeah, it's structure. I don't know whether it's a house or looks like a house though. It looks like it's a house.
Oh, that building.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So where's that area at? 40. Trying to find it.
303 40th Street. Yep.
So it's going to be right here.
303.
Okay.
While we're waiting, Bobo28 asks, how do I get started with wholesaling?
Start with educating yourself while Chev is running the numbers here. It starts with education, and something magical is going to happen. You will know what to do. But you can text VIP to 205-964-5243. That's V as in Victor, I as in intelligent, P as in practical. VIP to 205-964-5243.
So that's based on the price per square foot. It's a smaller property, so you're looking at around 320,000 ARV. So you want to get the property at under 160. If you want to make 20,000, if you just want to make 10, then under 170 for it to work. Or just call the seller and get in touch with the seller, and then figure out if they're interested in selling. That's where it starts.
For sure. Sean asking us to comp this property and he wants to know if it's a potential wholesale deal. This is
Have you talked to the seller?
He didn't say.
Zishan.
Can you comp it? Is potential? He asked, is this a good potential property to wholesale? I guess it would. Whether what the seller is asking, whether it's a deal or not, that's going to determine it.
We'll run it.
We'll run it. This is in Illinois, right?
Illinois, correct.
Okay, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Illinois.
We'll run it.
Illinois. There's no.
Sean is saying it's vacant. Oh, let me put you on the screen. Let's see. Let's see here.
Is it a commercial building or it's a house? Like, does it look like it's commercial?
Yeah, if it is, yeah, it's a totally different game. Yeah, it's a business name right there. Something pool management. Chicagoland pool management.
Oh yeah.
They got pools up in Chi-Town area. Yeah, it's a commercial building. Tough, man. Tougher. It's a retail commercial building, looks like.
And they want to know, can they wholesale it?
You can wholesale it, but pricing it is more difficult to answer your question. But you can definitely wholesale it, Get it at a. You have to be able to determine the end game, no different than houses or any other form of real estate. What's the
Apparently,
end?
he's saying it's a house next to it.
Oh, is it the house next to it?
So it's a house next.
Oh, he didn't want to. Wait a minute, I'm confused. Don't take much.
Okay.
I didn't see a house. Guess we can find it.
I guess on the other side right there.
Oh, over there. Okay.
But this house right here,
That's
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
1620.
Yeah.
Yep, because he put in 1620. Yep. So apparently that's it.
Okay, so that's listed.
Yeah, we in business now.
So it's listed for 194. It's been on the market for 152 days at 194. They got it priced too high. It don't even look like nobody looked at it. Am I tripping, Ty?
Yeah. Where your zombs at? Refresh the screen. Refresh the screen.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Go back and refresh.
I got you. I'm out in the sun, man. I'm not even thinking clear no more.
See using your towel and you know what I'm saying? Like
ain't nothing like some good vitamin D from the sun.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so three views a day.
Yeah.
So 465 views. That's never a good thing when the views are that low. So just keep that in mind. But we'll see what's up with it though.
For some reason they have it identified as land in here, but where?
They said unimproved land.
Yeah. But, the house is there, so anyways, it's definitely overpriced.
Yep.
Look like it's in a commercial district though.
It's nothing but commercial all around it. So that's probably why they're selling the land like that.
Yeah.
Because they're saying the land is worth more.
Yeah.
Compared to just the house.
You can get it for under 100. Roll with it. Offers are free.
Offers are free. So it's right here. So it's on a corner lot. That's what it's looking like. On a main road.
About 100K.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rashawn Saunders, going back to the property that had the 2 18-acre lots. He's trying to get this under contract before it goes to auction in the next 5 days. He said it's a house on there, but it's also on 2 acres. I guess he's talking about the additional.
Well, I think it said it was an estate sale, so that means, from my understanding, you have to deal with whoever's the executor of the estate. Who are you talking to? The owner? Other than that, I'm not sure what you're asking.
It might be that he doesn't understand the process when you're trying to secure a deal.
Yeah, they'll stop an auction, but you have to be ready to go. I'm not sure I'm understanding the full scope of this. Are you talking to the seller, or just something you found online? If it's just something you found online, you can still try to reach out to the owner, but it's how many days away from the auction?
5 days from auction. If you haven't talked to the seller, you could try to talk to the seller. If it goes to auction, auctions need for you to have your money on hand within 24 hours. Normally.
Gotta catch the money up. Okay.
Yeah. And then they want you to put bread up just to bid on it.
They want you to make a deposit. Yes. Then there's auction fees. There's a lot of different things that goes with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, really just if you're in a market, do some driving, find some vacant homes or grass uncut, the garage doors busted, the roof look like it's patched up. Get the address, go to your local county website, put in that address. We're going to show you who owns that property. Then go to Fast People Search. What's the other site? You go to any website and find that seller's information. You have a whole bunch of number. Call those phone numbers. If it don't work, on to the next one.
Or just follow the instructions that I put in the beginning of this video. How about that? That won't cost you anything either.
It won't cost you anything at all.
That's what we're all about. No cost.
I told you, man, the sun is burning my head right now. I'm losing brain cells.
So you ready to go? hey, whose idea? Hey, whose idea was to go sit on the porch, man?
I know.
Dude, I changed out the batteries in the smoke detector, and out of nowhere, it started beeping crazier.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah.
So,
hey, you remember I said we started a business last week. The smoke detector. Man. You ain't called the man. You ain't called the man.
You called a guy over. Like,
hey, you wanted to
I bought a ladder from Ace.
How much was it?
It was like $130.
Oh wow! We need to start that business, man.
I bought the ladder. I used the ladder, and then I took it back, and I said I didn't need it. Dude looked at me like, "What you mean you didn't?"
It's a ladder.
They had a whole situation. They called the managers. They like, yeah, this gentleman said he didn't need a ladder. He was here like 20 minutes ago.
Wait a minute. You didn't go buy the suit and go to the wedding and then brought it back. No, you ain't need no more, did you?
Yes.
That's the equivalent of that.
You gonna use that ladder again? Just kidding.
Hey.
Now I need it.
Right.
Hey, now that's a go. I think I did that while I'm laughing. I think I did the exact same thing. I bought a ladder.
It ain't working, sir.
And went and took it back. I think what I did, I bought too much ladder. It was either one, I didn't buy enough ladder, I bought too much ladder. It was one of the two. But that's funny though. One thing about it, they can sell it again.
Yeah. It's a ladder. So
yeah.
You like it, it's gonna get broken.
Now that's funny.
But they was inspecting the ladder like I did something to it though. It was crazy.
Yeah, you tell me you were very careful. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't outside. Hey, trust me, no one will know I used this ladder. You were better to get full price for it.
See, that's how I got a discount on a barbecue grill at Lowe's because I told them that it's been sitting out in the sun for forever. So I need a discount. And they gave it to me.
Well, how you go? Wait a minute. It was faded.
It wasn't. I just got a discount. Okay.
Okay.
That just was an excuse I gave.
Why man can't even run a business now, bro. Hey, folks trying to take every dime from you. You can't even run a legitimate business these days.
That dude looked at me. He was like, man, I'm going to give you a discount. Man.
Black people.
Oh, man.
Oh,
my goodness.
Okay.
So they had to call the manager. Did you get your money back?
It was the manager. Oh, you talking about?
I'm talking about what?
I got the money back, but now I got to go and get another ladder though.
Hey, well, you might want to go.
Same guy. Like,
I'm gonna go to Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight.
You might want to keep this one, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. At Harbor Freight though, it's only $75. Okay. So I realized I overpaid for the ladder. That was another part too.
That's one of them things we can do a top 10 of things you can buy used and you don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no big deal that it's used. You know, like ladders.
Ladders definitely one. Hammer, Screwdrivers. Anything handy.
Z Son, I know we're gonna get off, but was asking what would be a assignment fee would be reasonable on that 100K.
10K. So you get it for 100 and assign it for 110. So you make 10K on it.
Which one was this?
This is the one for that little side property in Illinois.
You said
Okay.
and Anna,
It's going for commercial.
I didn't want to ignore you, Anna, about the land portal website. What would you tell her to do if she's having an issue with the password on that time?
Oh, just reach out to support. Ron, he'll reach back out to you. One of the guys that own it, they'll reach out to you. Just email support. They'll respond quickly.
They're pretty good at responding.
Yeah. Just tell them I sent you. Say, I was on Ty Live. He told me what to do. Reach out, blah blah. They got you.
See, Flip Man got a lot of pull in this country.
I don't know about that, but I'm gonna tell you what happened in this situation. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I'm saying? These guys coming, ain't mine, And so so we're an hour and 45 minutes in. Yeah, we've been rolling pretty hard.
We've been rolling, man. Send us some deals, man. Come on.
Some deals. Before Chevy burn up out there.
Yeah. I need to buy a ladder.
He need a ladder.
Man, now I got to go get another ladder, man.
Oh, wow, that's funny. I told you we got to start that smoke detector changing business. Detector changing business.
And right after you said that, I saw this article where this guy was saying that he makes $300,000 a year just on Christmas changing out Christmas lights.
I can believe that.
Everything is a hustle, man.
If you're in the right market, yeah.
Everything is a hustle.
But yeah, so like with the smoke detector, I'm like, y'all, I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. Like people, I would pay somebody to come in here and change these in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't even think about it. Because I don't want to do it. I don't want to have to go to. Now some people say that's ridiculous, Tom. Well, it is. It's ridiculous too when we go pump gas and you go inside and buy some water and you can buy a whole case for what you pay for that water. It's
what you pay for that water, yeah.
We as Americans pay for convenience. So what's convenient to you and you'll pay for, I might not pay for it. One of the things I'll pay for is somebody to come in here and
I think the feeling is that I could pay somebody $100 to change that out while I'm on the phone making a deal, making $20,000.
Now some people like doing stuff like that. I get it, but I vowed as a child that I wouldn't do stuff like that if I didn't have to. So that's part of
a great way to look at it.
Yeah, I vowed as a child when I was out there cutting that grass, not quite an acre. I ain't gonna do this when I grow up. Right? And you know what my mama would say?
Yeah.
You're gonna do it while you're here though.
Yeah.
You get up out of here. Okay.
I ain't gonna do this when I grow up. You're gonna do it while you're here though. I used to have to rake the yard. So it's going to be fall. We had a lot of pine trees in our yard, and it just be covered in straw, pine straw every Saturday. So it'll be like 11 o'clock. 12, 1. Well, she'll just finally say, well, it's up to you. You can do it in the daylight or you can do it at night, but it better be done by Sunday morning. Oh, I used to hate doing that. Oh my God.
My question to Chevy, what would you be willing to, you too, Ty, to pay somebody to change their battery out on average? What would you be willing?
$100. Like you said, that ladder cost $100. I would be willing to pay
$130. Yep.
You just for that ladder. What you was gonna spend on that ladder?
Man, here's the thing. I was getting my yard cut, and dudes drove on my yard and killed my grass. And HOA is on me. He was like, "Oh, you need to replace your grass." And I paid $1,200 to replace my grass, and that was the last time I paid to cut my grass or paid anyone to do anything to my grass. Now I do it myself.
You messed it up that bad.
Yes. Now I know.
Yeah.
And don't live in the HOA community.
Yeah.
that's my tip for today.
Buy some land and build.
Yes, buy some land and build. Or just have multiple properties that you can just go and visit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or live in a hotel like I'm gonna do.
Oh, live in a hotel like Ty.
That I will own though. That I will own though.
Right.
They
But
won't know
everything is handled. He would own it and nobody knows.
all the front desk, they ain't gonna know I own it. They say Mr. Taylor so fresh. That's all they gonna be saying about it. Yeah, you just don't know. But anyway, so that's our little joke for today. But anyway, so we appreciate everyone that joined us today. And if you're gonna start that smoke detector change out business, we just only want 5%, right? Of that conglomerate you're gonna.
It's 10% across the board, man. Anything 10%.
30%?
10.
10. Oh, 10. We're gonna all three of us gonna have to fit the 10.
Yeah, that's cool. We with it.
Yeah. Well, I hope you turn it into a nationwide operation because I want 3% of the nationwide and not Tylertown, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but yeah, we had some fun. So make sure
I think we got one more property to comp.
Okay.
Before we go, I'll do this one.
All right. Shadow Ridge, and welcome to the live, Arnie Foster. David.
Oh, he's still on
the screen.
He just put it up.
Okay.
He just did it while we was talking.
Yeah.
And Love Live, you must be in Memphis.
Yeah.
She put up property in Memphis.
Well,
what question did you ask? Kingdom Ready Ministries? I didn't see it.
I've mastered cooking turkey burgers in the air fryer. Why I season them up so good, but like eating steak.
So what seasoning do you put? Is just salt and pepper? What you doing there?
Garlic.
Okay.
Garlic powder, onion powder, and chipotle powder. All organic.
Chipotle powder?
Yeah, chipotle powder. Season on one side, season on the other side.
Get that turkey.
25 minutes later, hey, got lunch for the entire day. I mean, dinner and lunch for the entire day.
Sound good. Being that it's about around lunchtime.
Yeah. I might have to do
Okay,
that.
Ty, I can't find this one.
It's what? How big is this? That's What is that? What is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be right here.
I'm saying, what type of property is it supposed to be?
This is a regular. It's for sale.
Oh, yeah, it's a house. Okay, so how big is the lot? It's just regular size lot. Okay. You zoom out on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's zoom. Okay. Let me see.
Nothing there.
Hit this for sale. Hit for sale up there. Change sold to for sale. Okay. Zoom back out. Back out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. You might want to reset your filters on that. No, there you go.
That looks like another city, though.
Yeah, it is. Remove your boundaries. See what happens. Okay, a little bit more. Let me see. And it's not a ton of activity in there. It is what it is, you know.
Mm-hmm. If you're buying a house for yourself, go ahead and buy it. If you're not buying it for yourself, you plan on wholesaling it, not a deal.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ain't no buyers in there.
There you go. And that's it. That's what we got for them on a Monday, man.
Yeah. You gotta turn it to a crisp. Hey, so yeah, all right. So we appreciate everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody that joined us today. You see how you can reach Chevy down here scrolling at the bottom everywhere. You see his phone number also. But I guess we'll be back on Wednesday. And make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. With that being said, watch the beginning of this video you just started. Just another opportunity. How the topic was how to spot land deals through houses listed with realtors. And I think you will see things a little different. So that being said, we'll see you on the FLIP SIDE.
Flip man, flip man. It's the flip man. Flip man, flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash.